Hey, Dr. Wagner here with Patient Mastery. I'm going to give you a quick, easy understanding when it comes to getting that first hire, how important it is, or getting that next hire, because something that chiropractors don't realize is the quality of your team after being able to attract, rate, fit new patients, get them to follow your recommendations and pay you out of pocket. The quality of your team is the biggest determinant of the growth of your income, your happiness, your life, and your practice. A lot of good docs stay stuck trying to do it all themselves, oftentimes on the earlier end or the smaller end, or you have one front desk or two CAs or three CAs, and it's actually limiting you from helping more people, having more time off, making more, because you're not willing to allow someone else on board because you're holding on to things too tightly. So I'm going to give you a quick exercise you could do within a couple minutes yourself to see if you fall in that category. Let's start with 4 quadrants. Very simple matrix. What are some that fall into each category? You have to do and you enjoy doing. Let's just say adjusting. Outside of another DC, you can't do that. Now, you should list a few things for each of these. I'm just going to go one for the sake of time. What's something you have to do, but you don't want to do? CE credits. Going in for continuing education. It would be nice to send your CA. Technically, you're not allowed. Now, this is what's most important. This is where we're going to get into. This quadrant is where you find that new person. But let's start here. What don't you have to do, but you enjoy doing? I don't know. Maybe that's certain points of your exam. You don't technically have to do it, but you find it really interesting. It helps you come up better with diagnosis and game plan to help them get well. What's the stuff you don't have to do and you don't want to do it? So this is where chiros get stuck, because you started maybe doing everything on your own, or not everything was on your own, but got put on your plate because someone left or someone got fired and you didn't hire someone. And all of these different tasks, I'll just give a quick random few. Inventory. Honestly, fleshing out notes. Some of this with transcription services, some of this with you doing a quick audio, someone else types them up. How many hours can you save? So you don't have to do it, and you don't want to do it. You don't enjoy doing it. Some of it, if you have a rockstar CA, talking finances with patients, marketing, whether that's setting up relationships, setting up events, anything like that. Emails. I guarantee if you took 5 minutes, blank sheet of paper, and thought about all the stuff you technically don't have to do and don't enjoy doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, what are those recurring tasks? And you start seeing 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there, 15 minutes there, 90 minutes there, notes, whatever. When you start looking at this, you can start figuring out what to give off to your current team, if you have any. May not be possible. They may be spread thin, jam-packed. It may not be exactly what they're meant for. But when you take this amount, and you can start with someone part-time, and you assign this to someone who's due at, let's just say, 20, maybe 25, maybe even more an hour, because you're doing it right now, how much do you make in an hour of patient care? If you were just doing patient care, or were able to see patients and maybe a tech or a therapist was doing certain modalities or therapies, but if you just had an hour of being able to see people, how much is your capacity? And think about that. How many hours are you losing of being able to do that because you're doing this? And you can make 10 times more just because you decided to be a business owner. Think outside the box a bit and not stay so attached to doing everything yourself. This is part of the game of not being on your own island, not staying on your own head, and making sure you are getting resources and ideas and rubbing shoulders with other docs that are doing bigger things. That's why mentorship and coaching exists, to get you out of the head of keeping doing the same thing over and over, stuck in the sand, which, if your collections and profits are staying the same month after month, there's room for growth. And we can absolutely help you. Now, this is above and beyond, but if you're stuck with not getting enough right fit new patients, No one wants more new patients who are not meant to be in your practice, tire kickers, just coming in for the $17 Facebook ad. Consistent number of right fit new patients. And those patients following your genuine, authentic, clinically relevant recommendations to get them back to their life. And it's not a cookie cutter plan for everyone. And getting paid out of pocket. If you don't have those fundamental principles, the team doesn't matter. But when you combine those principles, the patient mastery proven process with the 6-question consult, the 5-step recommendations, the expert care templates, how to create your fees, even if you engage with insurance, and you combine it with a player team who are doing the right thing so you can show up and be the doctor and do what you love, that is a recipe for having your best practice ever, your best numbers, most time off, like 3-day weekends every single week, and being seen as the go-to doc in your community because your energy is going to be at that level. So if you need help, you know where to find us, patientmastery.com, a ton more videos, the ability to connect with a coach, to apply, to see if your practice and your goals are a fit for who we take care of and who we serve. And you can download a copy of the newest version, updated, edited, specifically for chiropractors of You Deserve It, complimentary download, as well as a ton of other free resources. I look forward to seeing you on the inside and you getting a ton of value and creating the practice you deserve.